In order to create 3D text inside of Adobe After Effects, we just want to begin by creating new text. So we'll select the horizontal type tool and type out a word or phrase of your choice. Then we can go to the character window and make our changes here. But once you are happy, we are just going to place this in the center. Now from here, we want to turn on the 3D layer. So you want to turn this 2D layer into a 3D layer. So you want to look for the cube icon and select it. And if you can't see that, then just go to toggle switches / modes, and that should appear. Now we'll go into the drop down arrow, we'll go into transform, and you can see you've got all of these different settings here. But we want to go into geometry options and select change renderer. Now at the moment it should be set to classic 3D, but if you change that to cinema 4D, it would unlock some more settings for us. So now you can see there are some changes. So Cinema 4D renderer enables extrusion of text and shapes. This is what we're looking for. So we'll press OK. We'll go into geometry options and we're looking for extrusion depth. So at the moment it is set to 0. Now I'm going to change the views from 1 view to 2 views. Now I'm just going to go into this second view here. I'm going to change this from front or default to top. So this is where we can see this top down and we're going to see this extrude back and create 3D text. So if we go back into geometry options, go to extrusion depth and increase that number, you'll see that's now getting thicker. So you can make that really chunky if you want to, or you can just leave it quite thin, but I think somewhere around there works. Now, of course, you can add a bevel here if you wanted to, which is just the corners. So you can have an angular bevel, you can have a concave or convex, but I'm just going to leave that as angular. Then in material options, you can see there's loads of different options here about shadows and diffusion and ambient lights and all of this stuff. But that is your 3D text now created. So we'll go out of 2 views and go to 1 view again. But the problem is there is no lighting here. We can't see the 3D effect in place. So we'll go to layer, new, light. We'll change the color of this to white. You can change the light type as well if you wanted to. So parallel, spot, point, ambient. I'm just going to go for point. We'll press OK. And you can see that's created some shadows on the text. Now you can move this light around. It's completely up to you where this goes. But you can see this is the light. So we can move this around and it's going to change the look of our text. And if you wanted to, you could actually change the color of the light to affect the color of the text. So the color, if I change the white and I make that a nice soft blue, you can see we'll now have blue text because we have a blue light shining on it. And if we go back to our 2 views and we change that to top view, you can see the position, we can actually move it forwards or behind the text. So this is now acting as a backlight. And as a result, you can see we've got a nice backlit text effect. So have a play with your lights. You can add multiple different lights to create multiple different text effects. But that is how you convert 2D text into 3D text inside of Adobe After Effects.